Good evening, team. Am I audible? Please do let me know. Thank you. Hi, Saurav. We'll wait another 2 minutes and we'll start. Good evening, Saurav. Good evening, Sudarshan. Good evening, Sharma. Thank you, Sharma. Sudarshan, you cannot copy from desktop. You cannot copy them. But probably once you publish into Power BI services, right? So there you will have an option to download them into PPTs. There is an option called export, right? Yeah. We'll wait another 2 minutes and we'll start because I see people are joining. By the way, let's recap very quickly what we have seen yesterday. Yeah, it was not so productive yesterday's class, but again, we have seen how we can implement server in our offices. So still, if you having challenges, it's very pretty simple. Only thing what you need to have in place before you implement Power BI report server, that is your SQL server. So if you have SQL server in place and it's perfectly configured, then definitely you won't have any issues. And why we need to have a Power BI report server in place, that is pretty much explained yesterday, right, in detail. So instead of taking Power BI services, cloud services, you can have your on-prem server so that you can save cost and you will be having a full control on your setup. That is a main reason why we need to have a report server. But again, there are pros and cons. Yesterday we have seen what are the advantages of having Power BI services and what we are not having when we have a Power BI report server, right? Those advantages and disadvantages are always there. So you have to just pay attention very closely. And in order to see that, what I request you, just give a try having those two in place. On top of what we have discussed, in order to place your report into report server, you need to install some other Power BI desktop called RS, right? RS report server. So what is the difference between normal desktop and RS desktop? Only key difference is you will see in when you go to save as button, you will see there is extra option called to save your report into report server. That's it. Other than that, nothing else. And we have seen paginated report also. And if you want to export or publish that paginated report into the server services, then you need to have a premium license key. So without that, you cannot able to see, or you cannot able to publish that report, right? Yeah, that is one thing we discussed. And just let me close that loop. If you see here, you see here paginated report. This will be seen in your normal Power BI desktop. If I click on it, right? So it will ask some credentials, connect to report, right? So the moment when you click on this connect to report, it will show you those paginated reports which you published in Power BI services. I repeat once again, don't confuse, okay? Let me close this. You see this one, paginated report. If you click on this, you will see this dialog box. This is a visual, okay? What's saying all the benefit of paginated reports at your fingertips, print with ease, maintain a tidy layout and more, okay? So when the moment when you click on this connect to report, right? You see here, from where I'm getting this box and what is all about. So it's simply, it will display all the page reports which you placed in your Power BI services. Okay, this is my Power BI services. If I placed paginated report here, if I placed my paginated report here, I would have seen that report in this box. Simply I have to select it. There will be one check mark to see it. If you click on it, if it will allow, it will say you to open this. You see here, set parameter. Just click on it. Then that will be seen in this box. Why we not able to see? The reason only is we are not having a premium license key. We are working with free account. Even if you have a pro license key, right? Still you couldn't able to see those report because it requires premium key. Getting? Don't confuse what is expecting here. It's nothing. It's just expecting to have a paginated report here. If you have that paginated report in your services, then you will see here. Otherwise, you cannot see this. Clear? Is that clear? Idrika guessed. That's what I said, right? In order to publish your report server paginated report, you need to have a premium key. Premium key you need to have. Reshmant Bachu, where you will see that, you remember we have seen this URL. Guys, what is the use of this URL? You are going to give this URL to your external customer, your business stakeholders. You will not give this Power BI services to them. Okay, will not give these links to your customers. What will you give really? You will give this, hold on. Here, you see this one, here will get link, right? You will not share these links. You will share this URLs to your stakeholders. On top of this, there will be one extra layer which was done by, which will be done by your IT guys. Here, somewhere else here. So user has to enter his user ID and password. Same like Yahoo or Gmail or Facebook, any account, right? Will log in with our credentials. Same way, in order to access this URL, they will enter the URL here in the web page. Once they enter the credential, once they enter the URL, they will get some page, one extra page. Within that page, they have to enter user ID and password. So once they sign in, they will see this report, this structure they will see. Okay. So from this page, If they want to see any report, they will browse as usual. Getting? That means you have a two ways to publish. Now don't confuse. You have a two ways to publish your report. Two ways to publish your Power BI report. One way is into the Power BI services, and what is another way? Report server. This is managed by you or office. This is managed by Microsoft. No need to purchase. No need to purchase license. Need to purchase license. Getting difference? This is on prem. That means this is somewhere in your office. This is on cloud base. Guys, getting two ways to publish your report. Easy to maintain. It's also easy, but maintained by Microsoft. Again, limited features here. Here you will have a good number of features. All pros and cons given in our PPTs. So just refer that PPT, you will get to know what is the key difference between these two. But down the line, what you have to understand, there are two ways to publish your report. One is in a local report server and another in a Power BI services. That's it. No, Arul, no, you cannot create dashboard in report server. Only on services you will get the dashboard facility, Q&A, or some other charts, right? Those all are only can be seen in our Power BI services, not in report server. Cool. Okay. Now let's move on to gateways. So what is the gateway? First of all, we have to understand what is gateway and why we need that gateway. Let me see. Last time I used one PPT. I'm just trying to find out same PPT if I have anywhere. Huh, this one. Luckily I got it. Now I'm just keeping things in very simple way. Okay, don't make it so complex, but you have to pay full attention here. Full attention. Okay, now let's take a one simple example. We all are using mobile phones. Yes or no? Wireless connection. So our mobile phone connected with towers. Yes or no? It's a tower on the air. Okay, this tower connecting where is it having really a connection? Yes, somewhere in cloud. It's called as satellites. Yes or no? You all know this, right? I'm using mobile phone, wireless mobile handset, but I'm sure there is a one tower which is giving me a signal, and these all towers connected with satellites. From this I'm getting signal to my mobile phone. Is it clear? We are not going in detail about this all because we are not into telecom domain. Just giving one example. Is it clear now? No reaction. All of you, is it clear? Don't deviate from this topic. Will build slowly, will enhance our understanding. Yeah. Now, so what if there is no tower? What will happen if there is no tower, or if any issue occurred in this tower? So I lost connection. Yes or no? I lost the connection. So far, so good. Now, if you know already, or probably you can see this in movies, few army guys, super lieutenants and all, they will use mobile phone also. They will also use phones. But this is directly connected with satellite phones, it will take private numbers. It will not have any connection with towers. If you see any Hollywood movie or Bollywood movies, right? Sometimes hero will open his satellite phone and he will call to his army fellows. Yes or no? Perfect. Now is it clear now? I'm using handset phone. It really needs tower. Yeah, this tower has a connection with the satellite. Through satellites, again I can connect to other peoples also. There is another phone also which never use this tower directly. It's connecting with the satellite. That's again different story. Let's come back. Now, I'm just replicating same example with my Power BI setup. Now I'm a developer. I build Power BI desktop, right? Now what we have seen in terms of getting data into Power BI desktop, we have taken Excel data, we have taken Azure data, and we have taken SQL also. Now you tell me, this SQL data is placed where in your local system? This is in your local system, right? Yeah, this is in your local system. So far, so good. Now, once I'm done, now assume that I have created one report with SQL. Let me use some other color. I have done my Power BI desktop one report with SQL data, and this SQL data is a database sitting in my local system. Now, once this is done, I am publishing this report into Power BI services. And where we have this Power BI services, it's in a cloud. In a cloud. It's like a satellite. Okay. Now, so far so good. Now I have a end user. This stakeholder is nothing but a your user. Yes or no, end user. So how they are accessing your report? What are the means to access this report? You will be sharing a link. Okay. And what else they need? They need to have a credential license key. Okay. And in simple way, they have to type app.powerbi.com. This site, once they enter, once they go to this app.powerbi.com, they have to give their credentials and they can access the report. So far so good, right? This is structure, architecture, what we know so far. Now I place my data, SQL data. I mean, I placed my report which has a SQL connection also, SQL data also, right? Now let me erase this all things. Now my report sitting in cloud. My report is sitting in cloud. this guy connected to this report. Okay, now in order to have this report with latest data, it should talk with my on-prem database. Yes or no? This is like a tower. It's like a tower. It's not a tower. This will act as a tower. Okay, now when my end user trying to access this report has a data set. That data set is sitting in where? This data set is sitting in on-prem. I mean, you're in your local system, local server. Yes or no? Yes or no? So there is no link between your local system and cloud system. There is no link. As of now, we are not created any link here. What we have done so far, we are simply creating our reports by using Excel workbooks. If you have a 10K data, we simply placing that 10K data into our Power BI services. That's it. But in real time, your data will keep on changing, right? It will keep on changing every day. So you are not going to place your data into Excel. You will connect your report with what? With your local server, SQL server, or it could be any Oracle server. Let it take Oracle also, anything. But this is on-prem. On-prem means it's locally residing. Okay, it's local server. It's not sitting in cloud. Now, in order to have connection between these two, we'll configure gateways. It's like a tower. What it does, it will take input from users. Okay, and it will validate through gateways. Gateway, what we'll see in this gateway, what we'll configure in this gateway, we'll configure our DB details simply, or our server details. What we'll do, we'll configure our server details. So if I place one report here with 10K rows, and this 10K is coming from the SQL server. Okay, now next day user trying to access my report. Okay, today I place with 10K, tomorrow data became 20K, When user trying to access this report, it will hit on this gateway. In this gateway, I configured my server details. It will evaluate, or it will authenticate my user input. It will hit to my database. So from this, it won't take 10K. Now this time it will take this 20K data, and it will represent in my latest report. And my user can able to see my 20K records data. Getting? With me? Okay, no questions so far. Now, do you all understood this concept? Simply gateway will configure our server details. In a nutshell, I would say we'll configure our server details. When you will configure details, when you are placing your reports into cloud, then only whenever you are placing report in cloud, that is called Power BI services, and your server your data is in on-prem, then only we'll create the gateway. So what if my data sitting in cloud itself? Let assume that Azure. You tell me now, my data also sitting in my cloud, and this service is also in the cloud. Now, is it really required to set a gateway here? Here is not at all required, but it will allow you to configure gateway, but it's not required. Okay. Now let's another scenario. You know all this report server, this is a on-prem, your data also on-prem. That means these both are sitting in one place side by side. Now do we need really to have gateways here? No. In this scenario also we don't require to have a gateway because these both are sitting in one place, both are sitting in one flat, right? But here my report is sitting in cloud and my server is sitting in one place local, it's in land, it's in cloud, on sky. So for this we need to have a gateway connections. So far so good. Edurika is saying if the database is in Azure in cloud. Okay, in that case also you really not required to configure this, but however your Power BI services allow you to configure gateways. You can give a try because you have a Azure setup also with you guys. You have a Azure setup also, and you are having SQL server also, and you are having Edureka also, sorry, gateway also. You have everything in with you. Now you have to give a try, that's it. The more you practice, the more you do experiment, the more you will understand. Gateway symbol mentioned in right side, is it incorrect? This one? No, you try to understand. We are publishing here where in cloud, guys, where we are publishing this, our report we are publishing in cloud Power BI services. But where is your data? Your data is in local system. That's why you need to have a gateway. Now yesterday we have seen, right, we have configured this report server. Where it is? This is in your local system. Yes or no? And where you have a this SQL server, this is also in your local system. When we have a server and SQL data in locally configured, then we know we don't really need this gateway. Getting? Yes or no? Confused? Ah, very good. All on track. Saurav, you have still question? Yeah. Edurika understood in perfect way. What he said, report server is local, and SQL server is in a cloud. Report server, what do you say? Report server local and SQL server is in a cloud. Is it your question, Edurika guest? Just rewrite your question once again. Saurav, where did you publish your report? Power BI services, right? That is in cloud. And where you have a SQL server? Do you have SQL server in your laptop? Yes, no. This is the cloud and your server is in your local laptop. Then you need to have a gateway. So when user trying to access your report, it will give you always latest data by taking from your SQL server, that is on-prem. Getting? Yeah. I place this all theory in very simple way. Okay, if I go with technical words, you won't understand anything. But if you refer our deck, right, so they mentioned all technical words there. But this is the structure, and this is the importance of configuring gateway. This is the main use of configuring gateway. Okay, now let's do a practical work now, how we can configure our gateway. I hope you all are installed or downloaded this gateway. If not, you can do it. Okay, so let's see how you can download Power BI, sorry, how you can download that gateway. You see here, download, click on data gateway. Guys, you can all simultaneously, you can do with me. Why we need to gateway if there is a desktop in between report server and database? So for report server, we don't really need to configure. We'll not configure gateway. Edureka guest, we don't need. If you are publishing your report in report server, okay, when it's really needed, when you are publishing your report into cloud. Huh. Don't confuse guys, just remember this. You are publishing report in cloud, but your data is in on-prem, then you need gateway. Okay, you are publishing report on report server and your data also sitting in locally, then you don't need gateway. Now guys, when we will use personal mode, if you know that you are only one person who is going to use this gateway, then you will use personal mode. But we'll never use this personal mode because we are going to use this standard mode at organization level. Where we'll use this all? We'll use it at organization level. Okay. And here more than one, more than one can become a admin. More than one can become a admin in this standard mode. You can, if you are something, let's say if you are going on long leaves, right? So you can assign other another person also who can take care of these gateways. Assigning in the sense you can add his email address. Simply you can add, you will add his email address as a backup. If you're not there, he will take care of, he will be having a control on this gateway in simple way. Okay, here in personal mode only single user, it's a only single user. This is for multiple users. In this standard mode, you can you can have you can migrate this gateway. When you want to migrate this gateway from one resource to another data source, right? That option is there. And here in this standard mode, you can give keys also to recover your gateway. That means when your data, if your data source become I mean crashed for XY reasons, right? So based on this gateways, you can recover, based on with this key, you can recover this gateway. All right. So you have a good number of benefits by using the standard mode. Anyway, this is used in organization, right? That's the why you will having a too many features. But when you have personal mode, this is the only single user. This will not help when you are migrating. And here you cannot assign 2%. Again, here you cannot have any key also to recover your gateways. Yes, Saurav, you're slowly on track. Now we'll see. Now guys, all of you download this one. Once this is downloaded, stay here. Don't jump here and there because yesterday we were all struggling a lot to configure our SQL server, right? Once you download, probably it's 439 MB, you will see something like this. This one, personal mode. I'm so sorry, Reshmant. Please download this one, standard mode. You see here steps, only one step needed here. Okay. Okay, guys, I will make our life so easy. So what you have to do now, okay, just to avoid a lot of confusion, make sure you logged into this services with same credentials. What we are using, what is this? Go to app.powerbi.com, Power BI services. Here also, You just log in with same details. PBI user, first you log in with this. All are sync. Yes, no. By the way, could you just let me know who are doing with me? Just raise your hands. Just want to see how many of you just doing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 people out of not even 50%. Okay, then no worries. What about others? No, nothing. No worries. Sudarshan, I didn't say anything. I just asked you to download this one. Power BI. Oh, Nilesh, from where did you get this ID? No, it's not that ID, right? I asked you to use this one. RGB, this one. You see my screen? You all see my screen? Guys, please log in with these credentials in Power BI services. Once this is done, I'm sure you already downloaded this one. This is called Power BI this one, gateway install already. This is nothing but where it is, this one, download started mode. Once this is done, which one? This one. Anupama, what you need? Anupama, what you need? Okay. I repeat again, log in with same credentials, Power BI, PBI user one, RCB training into Power BI services. This is first step. Now download this standard mode. Once this is done, now come here, it will be around 439 MB. Okay. Now I hope this is done for all of you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Now once this is done, just double click on it. The moment when you when you double click on this, you will see this one, installation. It will take some time, couple of minutes to install. Hold on until you see this dialog box. Hold on, just double click on it. It will take couple of minutes to install in your local system. Just hold on till you get this window. Done. Now what you have to do here, very simple. Email address, you see your email address to use with this gateway. So here also I have to give same email address. Guys, you see here, here also you have to use same user ID. Getting? Now once this is done, click on sign in. Click on sign in. I used multiple email address. That's the reason it's shown these many IDs. What is the password? Same password. Give password, click on sign in. I think it's already taken. Just wait. Hold on. You will get that box. Saurav, didn't you see that box? First, it will install completely. Then it will show that box where you have to enter these credentials. Yeah. Pay attention, guys. Yeah. Edorica got that box. Great. Saurav, you will also get the box. Just listen my commentary. Then you don't have any questions. You see now, you are signed in as PBI user and ready to register the gateway. So what I'm doing here, register a new gateway on this computer. So in real time, guys, please make a note. I am not going to install this gateway in my local system. I will not install this on my local system. Where I will install this? In server. Where I will install this? In server. What do you mean by server? Again, to be safe side, to make it very easy. So wherever you install your SQL server, right, database. So in same machine, you will install the setup. Getting? In same server, you will install this. That is point number 1. Okay. Then I will come back to this where exactly if you where you have to install it to see good performance. That is the extra note. I will come back to that. Okay. Now you see migrate, restore, take over an existing gateway. So these all you can see when you installing standard mode. You won't see this one when you are installing personal mode. Migrate means what? When you are migrating your gateway, okay, in such scenario, so this will be helping out. Now this is a fresh new gateway I'm installing, so I have to click on register. Say next. New on-premises data gateway name. So you can name it as you want. Okay, I'm giving my own name on prem. You can also give your own name here. Okay, this is a recovery key. That means when your gateway crashed, you need to have a recovery key also, right? If I go back here I have a, for example, your gateway crashed for X reasons and you already given some key. Now you have to restore it back. In such scenario, you will take second option and you will go to next. There you will enter that key, what you earlier given. Getting? It seems like factory reset in your mobile phone. Or if you have any pattern, if you are using Samsung mobile phone, right, it will ask you to sign in. So even if you forgot your pattern, no worries. If you go to service center, they will ask you to share your Samsung user ID. So with the help of your user ID, they will restore your mobile phone without formatting. Same way. So what is name here? I'm giving my Abdul on-prem. You can give anything here. Recovery key is a mandatory here. So you can give anything. I told you why we need this. Click on configure. Why, Sauro? Why you need? I mean, what is the point of having in Excel? Now hold on. See, look at my screen. The gateway Abdul on-premise online and ready to be used. Clear now? Yes or no? Now where I can see this all of you clear till now here? Now you created your gateway. That's it. Perfect. Arul, above checkbox purpose. Which one you are saying? This one. Okay. Now so far so good. Hold on now. Let's come back to our Power BI services to see where it is configured. Now click on this three dots, top right corner. You see after sign in option, after this right sign in, you will see those three dot lines. Click on settings. I'm again saying staying here only. You see my screen. You see my screen. Go to setting. There is an option called manage gateways. You see. Okay. Now I'm going to manage gateways. Perfect. These many gateways now created. You see, one, two, Abdul, this is, I think this is mine only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 people created gateways successfully. Fantastic. Very good job. Because Meghana, it says key is incorrect. Means you incorrectly enter you key. First key both should be match. Okay. Yes, you can rename. Arul, add to existing gateway cluster checkbox was there. Yeah, because if you have a two gateways, right? In that scenario, you will select that one. That's it. Meghana, give a try with entering with same. Yeah, Meghana, give a try. Now you see, no, we are not yet done. What we have done, we have just created gateway. I have to now configure. Now I'm going to how I can do this. You see now, Abdul test. Click on. Clicking on this. No, this one, right? Okay. Mhm. This is newly updated. This recently updated this environment. So we'll have one option called data sources, where it is. Here we have. Okay. Okay. You come to this page. You see these many gateways are created, right? Now what we have to do here before we proceed, can anybody tell me what we have to do? Sort of. Meghana will unmute you. Meghana, see, in while creating your email address also, right? Anything, you have to give your password twice. One is normal password, again confirm password. That means same password you have to type. Same way you have to give two times the key. Probably one time you have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as a key. Second time, no, password in the sense key. Password in the sense key. Recovery key, you have to enter same key twice. Recovery key. Ha, correct, correct. Saurav answered very correctly, and Edureka guest also answered very correctly. Because we have to allow this Power BI services to access my local database. Now this is what this is our cloud setup, right? Now we have created one gateway here. This gateway will help this cloud to access my local database, and it will fetch latest data from my DB. All right, now go to data sources. You see here, new option, click on it. Gateway cluster name. This is my Abdul on-prem. So this is my gateway, right? Let me move this Chat button. Okay. This is my gateway. So you have to select your gateway. Don't select other gateways. So I'm selecting my own gateway. Now, what is new data source? It could be anything. I'm saying local database, local SQL DB. You can name as whatever you want to have, because my said my database, my data is in SQL database, right? So just to make it easy, I entered name, but you can give any name. Here, what is data source type? If your data is sitting in any data, if your data sitting in SQL Server, then you have to choose SQL Server. If your data sitting in some other places, you have to choose the data sources. You see here now, PostgreSQL we have SharePoint also we have. So if you have data in SharePoint, you can simply say as a SharePoint. Now my data is in where? My data is in SQL Server, right? I'm selecting SQL Server. Done. Let's see questions. SQL Server. This is clear now. In real time also, if your data is in SharePoint, probably you can give a try with this SharePoint, because it's available. uh, Almost every company will see this SharePoint. You place one Excel in SharePoint and configure your gateway. In data source tab, you will say SharePoint. So once you say SharePoint, you have to give SharePoint details here, that URL information. Getting? And what else we can easily do in real time? Folder also, that can be possible. You see here we have a some Azure setup also. If you are not having SQL Server installed in your local database, you can give a try with Azure. Azure, yeah, SQL Server. Let's come back to SQL Server. Here, what I have to give server name. Open your SQL Server. This is my server name. You see me? How you can get this? Again, I'm closing. This is the server. You see how you can get the server name? Click on this connect database engine. First, see my screen. You see, this is a server name. So I'm copying this. I am pasting here server name. This is my server name. So what is database? So I have a database called Edureka Power BI batch in my DB, right, server. So how can I copy this? I am clicking on this. I am saying just rename. Right click on this database, click on rename, then you can copy. Otherwise, you can simply type here database. Done. Now, what is interesting in this? One thing is you have to give server name, database name. And at last, what is important? Authentication method. Now simply you can give basic. Okay. In real time also you will give the server name, server and server name, database. You need to have a username and password to connect the server, right? So you will provide those username and password to connect the server. Now here I'm having a SQL server, right? So click on this database engine. Here you see Windows authentication. This is my username. This is my username. So I have to give my username here 41216. You see, yeah. What is password? Your laptop password, Windows password here you have to give. Repeat, I'm repeating once again. Select basic, give username and password. That's it. Is it clear, all of you? Are we sync? At least 10 people. Thank you, Saurav. Thank you, Nilesh. Thank you, Mary. Where do I get the screen what you are showing? Anupama, you are not looking at my screen. Okay, who will answer this question? Let's unmuting this. Anupama said whatever I'm configuring, right? She couldn't able to see that screen. Who can take a chance to answer?
So it is in data source.
Anupama, did you copy?
It is in Power BI. Power BI,
Yeah.
Power BI services. We need to add a new data source.
Edurek, I guess you see your text. You're welcome, Anupama. See, you go to data source, click here. You see new option. Yeah, this is recently updated. This area. Otherwise, we used to see in our gate name after our gate names, our gateway, right? After our gateways, we can see this option add data source. Now this is recently updated. Now once this is done, click on create. Hopefully we should not get any issues. Privacy level, probably you can say none for now. Say create. Oh my God, invalid, unable to create data source, invalid connection credentials. Create. Yeah, so I have to select Windows authentication here. You see created local SQL DB. Guys getting? Select Windows and take your Windows credentials there. Perfect. Arul done. Perfect. Okay, Nilesh is working with basic. If it is not working, then go with Windows. If you scroll up, you should see this created local SQL DB. Guys, username username is, what is the username, guys? Please help Edureka guest,
Yeah, this is the
because I
username of
lost my,
SQL Server username. You can use it.
yeah. Mostly Edureka guest, your SQL server name and laptop remains same as it is most of the time, because we download in our local system, right? So that's why you will see same name. But in real time, you will see different username. That is for your server. Is it clear, Edureka guest? You see this one, username. Yeah. Clear? Now, at least these 10 people should do a experiment once this class is done. On screen, sir. Wait, on screen, sir. Okay. Shaker done. Perfect. Now, you see created local. Purti Sharma, what happened? I'm able to see others, not able to create gateway. Why? It's pretty easy. Okay, no worries. Sharma will connect once this is done. This class is done. Okay. Now, I'm just done with this. Say cancel now. So now, let's see how many of you created. Now, what you have to do to see, guys, now very interesting task for you all. Now let me close this. So you have to see it, right? What is the whole purpose of configuring gateways? Now, You create a report with import option. Create a report with import option. Definitely you have to take from SQL data. You have to take data from SQL. Once you create, you publish this report into Power BI services. Step 3. This part is done, right? Now what you have to do now, read your report at least, or you can have some notes on this, probably for your reference. It could be any number of rows if you want to see anything, or you just make a note of any sale value, sales value name, sum of sales or something else, sum of sales or count of order ID and all. Step 4, what you have to do, I'm saying this is important. You upload data into your database. What you have to do, again, upload data in your database. I have shown you already how you can upload data, right? Once you're uploading this data, go to services and check your previous report which you published. That's it. You will see latest information. You can give a try with this, with import and with direct query also. If you have a direct query report, you don't really need to refresh your report. Once this exercise is done, right, you will see latest number in your Power BI services. Getting? Any questions here? Guys, any questions? Am I audible? Am I audible? Okay. Do you have any questions now? Ha, you can load, yeah, load or upload anything. Load data into your database. Okay, if you don't have a SQL server, then I'm helpless. If you don't have a SQL server, you can use some other source. Probably you can use SharePoint. Okay. Okay, Sneha also said it didn't ask any Windows authentication. Perfect. Guys, if you do this, then you will get clear crystal idea of gateway. If you're not doing this task, again, you understood in different way, or you'll understand in 60% you understood, but not 40%. If you do this, you will get crystal clear picture what is the use of gateway, and easily you can crack your interview when somebody asking related gateway questions. If you're not doing this exercise, again, it's a off cooked information you're carrying. You're clear with theory, but until unless you're not doing practically, then you cannot understand what exactly it means. Clear? Make a note of these steps. After I need
Hi,
to install database. Yeah.
yeah, Rahul here.
Okay.
When
Just
we
give me a second. Rahul, एक minute. Anupama, I have done till gateway installation. After I need to install database, right? Anupama, you have to install SQL Server earlier than this, because in gateway we are going to configure your database details, right? So without your database, yeah, if it is there, SQL Server, guys, SQL Server is different. Within the SQL Server, you have to install your database. This one. database also should be there. Again, you need to have a table also with data. Okay, once this is done, then you can go with gateway configuration. Once you are done with Anupama, I just I'm on hold. Tell me, you having questions? Okay, once you have this setup is ready, what I'm asking to do, open Power BI desktop. Okay, create one or two reports. One with import query option and another one is direct query option. Now you place this report in Power BI services. That is done. Now, what you have to do, again, load some data here in this. Load some data. How you can load the data? I shown you this one also. Right click on database, task, and import data, and you follow instructions. Once this is done, direct query and import, come back to Power BI services and open your report. Okay, open your report. You will see latest data will be shown your Power BI services. This is the whole exercise what you have to perform in order to understand gateway in properly. Yes, Raju, go ahead. Sneha, you need a help, okay? Unable to create data source, the on-prem data services fail to impersonate the user. Okay,
Okay.
we have to see. Yeah,
Yeah. So basically, I was trying to say when I log into SQL server, it does not require any password over there. It takes Windows authentication and directly says connect over here.
okay. This one,
Okay.
right?
But when I just give me a minute. Yeah. No, no, no. I'm talking about SQL server.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I log in over here, it does not take any username and password. It directly takes
Yes,
the
for
Windows.
me also for me also it's not asking any username and password. You see, simply I'm connecting to this. This is how you see in your laptop also, right?
Right, right. And so now when I'm into
Now,
the gateway, yeah.
okay.
Over I say the authentication method is Windows, and the username and password, it has to be the laptop username and password, right?
Probably you can give this user name what I gave here also. You see now,
Hmm.
uh, this one, you see
Yeah.
username,
Hmm.
same username you can enter there.
Right. And I try to give them
Okay,
a
and
machine password.
okay, password, your Windows password, your laptop password.
Yeah, but it is not helping.
Not helping, no worries. We'll see once this
Hmm.
class is done. Okay.
Sure. Okay. Because
Yeah.
that is the reason I could not create the gateway completely. No,
Okay.
configure the gateway complete data source completely. So if you see
Okay, we'll see.
the, yeah,
Okay, no worries. We'll catch up.
sure.
Edru, please keep the credentials right. Probably she couldn't able to connect with our local system because at the end results is what is we are trying to achieve. Anupama completely messed up. Why Anupama? Why you are not in sync? Where is the gap? Anupama, you hold on. I will do from scratch. Don't worry, okay? Guys, okay. The whole intention of doing this, what this is my final goal, right? My Power BI services should get the data from my local system without my intervention. This is a whole story behind configuring gateways. Yes or no? Okay, guys, if you are having still questions in terms of configuring gateways, please hold on. I will take up your queries once we are done with this class. Okay, probably it may take 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. not more than that. Okay, now let's see what else we have in today's class. Okay, let's talk something about row level security. Okay, now we have done a lot of technical things, so it's bounced. What do you mean by row level security? Can anybody pitch in here? What do you mean by row level security? Okay. Okay, once you're done with this, right? Again, let me, anyway, we are here, right? Let me show you something else. You have this data set, right? These are a lot of our data sets. Here, you will get one option to refresh your data set. You see this one, schedule refresh. This is applicable, or this can be seen only on data sets, not in reports. You see, this is manual refresh. Click on refresh. It will refresh. Okay. But again, we don't do manually, right? So we have to schedule the refresh. When we have to schedule the refresh, when you have a import query, then only you will go for schedule refresh. So if you click on this schedule refresh, here it will allow you to schedule weekly, monthly, okay, daily. So based on this parameters, your data will be refreshed. Getting? So where you can see, go to your workspaces. This is by default screen. You will see when you go to workspaces. Click on this data sets and data flow. Anyway, you have this data sets also here also. You can see these are all the data sets. So in data set, you will see this option to schedule your data set. You see this one. Click on this. So here you will see the option to schedule your, why you don't see this options now? Because we are probably, this guy is imported data with Excel workbook. So that is the reason you don't see anything. Okay. Yes or no? So this is a place where you can see scheduling part. Now come back to our row level securities. Yes, Cedric, yes, data. Exactly. So our rule all are on track. So for example, let's open a notebook. Okay, I am creating a one master report. What I'm creating? I'm creating a one master report, which includes all cities. One report which includes all the cities. Now there is a requirement from my boss stating that, hey dude, why don't create report for each and every city? Because there is a guy from Noida. I don't want to show this data. I don't want to show Delhi information. I don't want to show Delhi information to Noida manager, vice versa. Okay, this is one scenario. And another scenario, let's assume that in your company, you have 5 different set of business units. Okay, you have 5 different set of business units. So for this, let's assume that a business unit we don't want to show, we are restricting A BU to see B BU data, something like that, vice versa. So if I belongs to ABU, A business unit, then when I open master report, I should or I could able to see only my business unit information. When when B business unit, when a guy from B business unit logs in, then he will see only his business unit information, vice versa. So we are restricting at row level, This is called row level security. You can add more layers. You can take a number of examples. For example, you can set row level security at manager level also. For example, there are senior person, there is a senior manager. Under him, there are two managers. Under him, there are two managers. So I am going to, in this whole exercise, guys, in this whole exercise, I will create only one dashboard, only one report in this entire exercise. One report through row level security. I will provide information based on their role or their regions. Getting? There is a one senior manager, under his there are two managers. So when one X manager trying to access my report, I will show him only his relevant data. But when Y manager is trying to access my report, I will show only his relevant information. But senior manager level, senior guy is trying to access my report, I will show him these two managers information. Getting? This is called row level security. At the end, as a Power BI developer, in this whole exercise, I will create only one report, but based on my user region or based on my user role. So I'm going to tweak his information by applying row level securities. Getting? Yeah, Rahul, I have seen your message. Guys, any questions now around row level security? This is pretty easy, right? You all understood the concept? Yes, no? Is it not bouncing? Yeah, I just deviated you all from different topic because I see too many question marks in your faces. Or someone, few of our team really didn't turn up when we are doing this gateways and all. So let's wanted to bring this up here to change your mode set. That's it. So now let's how we can configure that. It's pretty easy. Open Power BI desktop. All of you open Power BI desktop and connect with our global superstore data. All of you. How many of you doing this exercise with me? Please raise your hands. Anupama, you're not doing. Yeah. Kiran, where are you, Kiran? I didn't see your questions. Sonakshi, Sudarshan, Sneha, Shreyasi, Raju, Pradeep Sahu, Meghna, you have to do this. Cool. Now, what I said, just connect with your global superstore data. If you are doing along with me, that really motivates me to teach in better way. I'm connecting to my Excel workbook. Only order table is enough. Only order table is enough. Only order table is enough. Good, Sharma. You can use SharePoint also, guys. Even you can give a try with OneDrive also to see Edureka. Sorry, why this is coming Edureka. To see gateway right functionality, you can use OneDrive also. OneDrive, SharePoint. Okay, you can all give a try this. Probably next time I will try to bring some other easy way. Probably Google Form, something like that. That will really help us. Now, once this is done, right, what you have to do, come on. Just draw any simple visual, basic visual you can draw here. Okay. Or else you, if you're already doing your report, right, on top of that also you can perform this activity, no issues at all. So let's take some categories here, some sales here. Let's assume that this is my master report. Okay, this is my master. You can take your previous version also, that's okay. Come on, let's add your labels here. Yeah, now this is done now. So if you go to this view, right, where we have view, If you go to modeling, here you have a option called manage roles, create, change or delete security roles. I'm clicking on this. This is a place where you can build row level security. Initially, it's blank. Now I'm creating one rule here. Okay. So the moment when you click on here, you will see all the tables, whatever you have in your Power BI desktop environment, that will be listed down here. Okay. Here I have to give a name. Probably I'm setting this rule at region level or city level. Let's say city level. Okay. Now in this table, I have to bring a dimension because I'm going to set a rule on city, right? So it's kind of a filter only, right? Down the line, what's happening here? Definitely it's gonna do some filtering, right? So that's why he said add filter. Click on city. Okay, by default DAX expression is coming here. Here instead of value, what I should say, I am saying New York City because we all know that there is a one New York City. Okay, this is done. So if you remember my words correctly, when we are doing DAX functions, okay, there were few functions called text relevant information. Okay, text is blank. Other than that, there was we discussed about path related tags also, path contained, right? You remember path contained? Yeah, those all comes here with combination. With combination, that means here probably you will have if condition, path related stuff, and text related formula. So all comes here when you are writing security row level securities, because the rule which we are writing here, at the end it will give only two options, two results. One is true and another one is false. Guys, you have to pay attention here. You have to write a formula or DAX formula which must give you true as a output, which must give you true as a output. Then this can be seen as a result. Am I making sense here? This is extra note for you. Okay, without telling I can go further, but just one addition information I wanted to give you all. So what exactly, in which fashion you have to write query here, DAX here, I'm explaining, that's it. Right. So what it will return, if city equal to New York City, it will return, for example, true, and it will give a table which shows information regarding New York City. That's it. Right. Now say save. Now save a done. Right. Now, if you click on view as of now, no, let me just give me a second. Just give me a second. Do I need to show now or you want me to, let's see. If you click on view as, right, here you will get option, whatever you configured. If you say city level, that means just now we have created this role, right? So that is, you can see here. Click on OK. Now these numbers are now changed, if you observe. And here you got one option called now viewing as city level. Getting? Let me repeat once again. First look at my screen here. This number, this is 4.75. You all see this number? You all see this number? No, it's 4.75. This is master report, what I said. Okay, now what I did, I configured one row level security. That means city equal to New York City. Just try to understand this much only now. Okay, now I'm going to create some other level, create city, again city level 1. Okay, probably will show some date, city equal to which city we have, any name. Could you just give me any name here? New Delhi, we have only one record. Any other name? Okay, California. Okay. Let's take California. That means what? When California guy comes in, try to access this report, he will see only California information. Let's hold on now. So we configured two things here. One is for New York City and another for California. Let's say now we don't have multiple accounts. We have only single account called Power BI user. So probably we couldn't able to see this setup, how it will work in real time. So that's why they have given one option called view as. So if you click on view as, here whatever you configured, those will be seen here. This is city level, that means it's about New York City, and this city level 1, it's about California. I'm interested to see, only this is a testing purpose, how it will look like when a person log in or a person see this report and that person belongs to New York City. Click on OK. Now you see numbers are changed, and if you go to data also, you see here by default it's getting filter for New York City. You see this? Now stop viewing this. Let's go back. Here you see all cities now displayed. This is how internally it's working. Now come back to our report. Now view as, click on this one. This will show me only California information. Click on OK. Now I am seeing this report only for California. Just don't post your questions. Just hold on. We are not yet completed with this. Oh man, don't we have any records for California? Don't we have any? Click on stop viewing. Let's go back here and we'll pick some other city. Can do we have any? ABA. Okay, we have some city called ABA. We'll take this one. Come back here. Let's click on manage rules. Save. Let's view as this one. Now you see this only for ABA city. Now you understood? Now this part is done. Now what I have to do? Now I have to publish this report. Hold on. Now I am publishing this report into my Power BI services, row level security. I'm giving call as a row level security. I'm saving. I have to publish this report. Click on publish. This is as usual. I'm placing this select. Guys, one friendly reminder, please do participate in surveys, feedback. Okay, yesterday I have received few negative feedback, so that's okay, fine. But for those who has given yesterday negative, please ensure to give today feedback. Okay, but if you're ignore today feedback, that means that will the negative feedback will carry forward. Okay, for those who had given negative yesterday, please share your feedback today. If you fail to do that, then that negative will carry forward for today's class also. And there are few guys who didn't share feedback and regularly joining. I have his number, I have his roll number, but I don't know his name. So I request he or she, please share your feedback. Okay, we have almost 50 people in our class, but I see only 20 or 17 people are giving feedback without fail. So what's happening in there? If you all know what you called NPS, anybody know how we calculate NPS? NPS, you all know CSAT, right? If customer giving 435, right? So you will take average of 453 and you will say probably 4.5 is your customer satisfaction. But now NPS is different altogether. Now this is a new concept. Probably you can go through in Google. Companies are working towards NPS. That means what? That means if you are getting excellent in feedback, okay, you got two negative feedback, probably bad or average. What they will do? They will remove these two from this. That means you got only 8 excellent. Then they will divide by 12. Now your score will be lesser than actual. This is called NPS. They will remove your bad and average feedback. This is general practice nowadays companies are doing. They will remove this number from your excellent. Okay, so that means you really evaluate, assess your performance in better way. Right, so it's a humble request to you all. Resham, no, it's not a NPS calculation. Remove negative feedback. I mean, they will from negative. They will add this negative feedback from your excellent top performance. Something they would calculation. Okay, just park this all things. Okay, what you have to do? We have to publish this report, right? So let's see. I published this report called RLS. Where is my RLS? Huh. Here you see, right? One step is you have to configure in your desktop. You have to set the rules. That part is done. Have we next what step we have to do? Next we have to set which person is belong to city New York and which person is belong to city called ABA, right? We have to define here what we have defined. We have just defined the rules. City equal to New York, city equal to ABA. But here we are not, we nowhere mentioned who is belongs to New York City and who is belong to ABA city. Yes or no? So this is a place where you have to choose person also. Now for that, you have to set RLS, row level security, always on data set. You come here, click on this. Here you see security. Once you publish this report, go to this report data set, click on these three dots, click on security. Here you see security, click on this. So once you configure rule in your desktop, then only you can see this one. If you're not configuring rules in your desktop, you won't see the setup in your Power BI services. Simply it will ask you to configure in your Power BI desktop and come back. Getting? All of you. Now, city level. First, this is the first rule, right? Here what I have to do in this rule, I have to give his name, email address I have to mention there. Simple. For example, where is row level security? Here on data set, click on three dots, click on security. You will see whatever you configured. Here, you are gonna give his email address. Probably we have some other email address also, right? Management. So for example, there is a guy with same Abdul name. So you will enter his email address here. Okay, or you will enter your manager email address here. Simply click on add and save. Now this one, here again, you will enter his email address, say add and say save. Now one file you have built and you set two rules on this. Tomorrow guy comes in and try to access your report, he will see only New York City information. In real time, here you will see different email ID based on their nature of work. Again, next day, if again the city level one comes, that if that fellow is belongs to ABS city, once he try to access this report, we'll see only his report as we seen here in our testing environment. He will see only this information. This is belongs to New York. When this guy log in with his credentials. If this guy again city level one, this guy belongs to ABA, right? If he logged in, then he will see this information. One report based on your rules, row level securities, multiple people can access their relevant information. If what happens if same person is set to both? Ideally, we don't do that. That means you don't need to have that rule. Why you are configuring rule? When you are having a security or you want to show data based on his based on his domain, then only we you set the rule. If same person belongs to both the regions, then why you will have a rule? Simply delete the rule. Mark, did I make sense now? uh, Mark asking, what if same person is belongs to two groups, two region, then I don't have any rule there. If a person want to see some region city, no, Purti, here your requirement is a different. We are restricting our user to see only his relevant data. We are not here to show his others details, right? If he want to see others details, then you will not have any rule. Guys, remember, if I want to see whole data organization level, then I won't have any rule. I don't apply any rule. If there is a hierarchy, again you have to play here. You have to write a proper DAX here. Like we have done path, right? Path functions we have seen. So you have to write DAX here. Based on your DAX, it will give you output. Probably here you can add, yeah, probably you can say, for example, if I want to see New York City and as well as ABA, right? Yeah, this is a good question. This makes sense now for me. City, then I would say ABA, right? In this case, he could able to see now 2 city information, getting, or you can add something like this, and category belongs to, what do we have, technology, technology, something like this. You can set rules with the help of and or if function. You can make as much as complex based on your business requirement. Guys, understood? Okay, Purti, you have to see this is how configure. It's like it's line within my org only in MS form. Here you cannot use variables. Your path comes here. Mostly you will place your path related stuff, because path gives information about your users, hierarchies and all, right? That can be used here. Username, by default usernames we have. Okay, that can be possible here. Just we have to explore. That's it. If I say save, technology, stop viewing. That's how you can make it is more dynamic. Because we have only single condition, right? It will return true only. If city equal to New York, then it, if S, then it will give that. Sharma, is that clear? We have a single condition, so we don't really need to have a if condition. If you have a 2 or more condition, probably you can give a yeah. Okay, so guys, once this is done, what you have to do? Don't forget to configure that information in row level security. Without this, you cannot see actual work, actual functionality. You cannot see here. Perfect. If you done, all of you. I am giving enough homework to do and to see how it will work in real time also. Please don't forget to do this all stuff, this all exercise. If you do this all exercise, the understanding of concepts. Otherwise, you have to stick with this deck and you have to by heart the definition. The reason why I'm not going to this desk, because you need to have a more technical knowledge rather than bookish knowledge. Let me see if I miss any. Here we have API also. So API is very simple. We need to have a whole setup for this to see how real time it works. They have just given couple of slides. This report, yeah, this server admin, right? Installation, you see here, easy installation. Yesterday also we don't have, we didn't have so many issues, very basic issues we encountered yesterday. Okay, yesterday in yesterday's class we had very basic issues, and that was resolved then and there only. Few guys stayed back after the class also. They made very small issues, mistakes, but after that they could able to install Power BI server, report server. Okay, security and all, since you have a this ADFS is nothing but active directories. I said right, they will be creating one extra layer to access your report. So how people can access Outlook active directories? Okay, so same way they will have active directories on top of your reporting server. That means they will give you user ID and password to access your URL called report server. This is called row level security. This is here we have a theoretical knowledge stuff, manager, user 1 2 3, so blah blah blah. You can go through this gateway. We have seen this gateway, same stuff they are talking here. Gateway personal, and this is standard mode. Always go with standard mode, not personal. Yeah, here what is there here? Yeah, let's see. This is a cloud. That means our Power BI services, app.powerbi services. This is app.powerbi services. Here we are using Power BI. In the same way, Azure giving these many services, Power Apps, Power BI, Azure Analysis Services. This all comes under Azure. We have seen portal.azure also, right? You probably you have seen, right, when I'm trying to access Azure SQL database. That is called Azure Setup, portal.azure.com. So in that portal, they are giving these many services. All services they will give. Okay. Now what is this on-prem data sources means? Your SQL server, which you install in your local system. In real time, you will install in servers, but in our class, we install in our local system. Between these two, we have installed gateway, right? So other than gateway also, technically there will be two layers which will authenticate your request. Okay, encryption, decryption will be taken place in this area. Okay, so once everything is done, then this SQL server data will pass on to gateway or information, and this gateway will give information to Power BI. So we have seen this, but not into technically. As I said, right? If we go with technically, then probably you will not understand anything. But this is the architecture of gateways. We have seen how we can working of gateways. Same thing, what we have already seen. You see, gateway recovery monitoring. Huh. If you see here location, guys, this is what I wanted to highlight. This is my Power BI services, right? These are my cloud setup. Where actually it is placed? It's a cloud, but definitely it needs some place to store, right? How to check the location of this setup? Go to these three dots, click on help and support, about Power BI. You see help and support and about Power BI. Click on this. If you click on this, right, it will show where this my cloud setup is placed, in which location. If you see my cloud based setup stored in Pune. You see this one? You see this one? This whole set placed in Pune. How I can check? Go to these three dots, click help and support, mhm, about Power BI. Okay, now we have configured. So what they are saying here, if you configure your server gate near to Pune, near to Power BI services, then you will see good performance. That's what they are saying here. Okay, let me show you. There's a number of user, you can add a number of user to gateways. Connection type, it could be on-prem or it could be a direct query or it could be import query. In both the case, okay, in a location, you see the location of data gateway installation can have a significant impact on your query performance. So you should make sure that your gateway or data source location and Power BI tenant are close to each other. That, but in real time that cannot be possible because it's not in my hand to place my server near to Power BI tenant. Yes or no? That will be taken care by or management decision. It's not in my hand, but they have added one line to see significant impact on your query performance. It's a good practice to place your data server databases and gateways near to your Power BI services. And to monitor gateways, yes, we have a good amount of tools which is available in the internet. So you can download those tools to see your monitoring gateways performance. Gateway recovery, it's again, we enter one key, right? Recovery key. So that is a key to recover your gateway information. And that will be needed when you are migrating your gateways, or if you lost your gateway or due to some X reasons. Okay, based on that recovery key, you can recover all the information about your gateways. Manual refresh, we have seen this already. And at last but not least, it's called a API. Let me look at the time. No, it's now only 3 minutes left. So I'm stopping here because there is nothing much to talk about REST API because we don't have a setup for this. So let's see tomorrow what best we can do to see API, but I can just go through this slides tomorrow. Here, if see, if you have any queries, please stay back here. Here, I will take your system and I will fix it. If you don't have any queries, please feel free to leave and show your what you call interest by giving feedback without fail, please. Okay, Anupama, let's look at your screen now. Make presenter,
Yeah,
Anupama.
yeah,
Here you go.
Abdul, I had a small question. Like, can I take 20 seconds?
Yeah, 20 seconds. Okay, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, Abdul, I asked a question about Excel, right? Excel and gateways. So, what I understood that gateway is only applicable that for a server wise, and which server should be on premises, right?
Yeah, if your server is on premises, but even if you have a server in cloud also, right? You can
Okay.
configure, but it's not really needed
Oh, okay.
because Azure setup and your data source both are in a cloud, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Abdul. I got it.
yeah. Mami thoda pani लो ना. हाँ Anupama.
Just two questions.
So yeah,
Abdul?
yeah, I can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, just two questions quickly. The first thing is, can you post that text file which I had asked for the homework thing, na? Because I'm yet to configure my data gateway correctly. So can you just post that file
Okay,
somewhere, that text
sure,
file?
sure, sure. I will place that in
Okay,
our LMS. Two people
sure.
asked me same question,
And
so I will place in our LMS.
yeah, and second question is regarding this role level security. For I had also posted that question over here. That what happens if we have 50 different cities? Do we create 50 different roles?
50 different, yes, madam. For each and every role, you have to define one separate role. That's true.
Okay, and it may also happen that we would have a role based on something else, for example, segment or something like that. I mean,
You can
I
have
would say like
any
50.
role there. Yeah. For example, if you are belongs to only one category, or let's say there are
Uh-huh.
too many subcategories, right? You are working towards only mobile phones, right? So you can have a one role which shows only mobile category information. It's not like that we are sticking to region or we are sticking to levels. In dimension, you can set
Okay.
role to any dimension. If I'm working only to office supplies category, right? So I can set role
Right.
stating that okay, Abdul is logged in it, then show him only office supplies data.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So whatever criteria we have, we need to create those many roles,
Yes, exactly.
and those need to be hard coded.
Yeah,
The values are.
if it is dimension right,
Okay.
yeah, you will hard code it. But when you are looking this report in different way, for example,
Hmm.
how would I say managers, right? So for example, there is a one manager, under him there are two managers. So in that cases, what you will do, you don't know who is going to report to whom always. In such scenario, you will not hard code really. What you will do, you will take those functions we have seen, path contains path, right?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
will pass this argument. So even in a Power BI
Okay.
desktop also, you can get the information of your sign in user ID. You can get this sign in information. There is a one DAX to get user information. So you will pass in real
Okay.
time those information in your DAX that evaluate is logged in and this person belongs to which domain, or this person belongs to which segment, right?
Okay.
So
Okay.
that kind of rules you can define here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
It took
Thanks, Abdul.
just very
I'll try.
basic example, but you can yeah,
Yeah, I will try the data gateway authentication thing. But just that file in LMS would help.
sure. So you are not going to install now gateways?
I'll do it after some time because I have to rush for another thing. So
Okay, okay, no worries. Please go ahead.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
for your
sure.
time.
Thanks,
And who
Abdul.
else,
Yeah.
guys? You're welcome. Edureka guest. Yeah, but I don't know your name here.
Deepa,
If we have too many guests today.
Abdul.
Fat yeah,
Hi, this is Deepa.
Deepa. Okay.
Yes, Abdul.
Deepa, yes, Deepa.
Yes, Abdul. Actually, I had a query that can we get a written interview question and a Q&A wherein it would be easy for because it is too
Deepa,
much
that
technical
yeah.
for me.
No, guys, you all remember this one. Just remind me, Deepa, tomorrow.
Abdul,
Huh.
Abdul Anupama here. I'm waiting here. Can you please look into my thing so that I can drop down? Or you don't have time, you connect tomorrow before the class? What is it? Can you just tell me?
Anupama, is this not your screen? Who is presenting?
Yes, this is my screen. I have done till that gateway installation. I have done only 2 steps you need to show me.
Okay, which two step? No, I was talking to whom then? Just now I was
You are
discussing with
talking
one
to
lady, right?
somebody. That is what everybody is catching up one after the other, and I'm waiting for
Okay,
you.
I thought it was you.
No, no, no. That is what
Okay,
the lady before. I
okay,
don't know.
go
You
ahead,
have been
go ahead.
talking, and I'm waiting now.
Okay,
One more
okay,
student is talking. I don't know.
okay. That's okay.
Can you
I'm so
just check
sorry.
my
Deep,
screen, please?
yes. Okay, Deepa, just hold on. I will come back to you. Okay, okay. Where it is your this screen is for
Yeah,
Anupama, right?
Power
Anupama screen.
Gateway installation I have done, Abdul. Now, can you just tell me what the other screen I'm not getting the Power BI you are saying me, right? To upload this.
You have a query. No, Anupama, you have a query at uh gateways, right?
Yes. I have done till gateway installation I have done, Abdul.
Okay, you have done in gateway installation. Okay, where you stuck?
I don't know. After the screen, I am not getting somebody answered, but I'm not finding it out or where
Okay,
I'm
you
lost.
okay. Just minimize this all screen. Just minimize this.
This one?
Minimize your screen. Minimize this.
Okay.
Deepa, you can see in Edureka we have a Power BI Q&A, and you will see interview question answers there. And okay, So just remind me tomorrow also. I'm going to give one note to all of you for okay regarding this interview questions. Minimize all this. Anupama, minimize this all things. Go to control panel or go to where you have that gateway. Go to download or go to yeah
This one? I have installed
on
this.
premise.
Okay.
I
I'll
want to
open
see
this.
how did you open this and this another question from Fatima, right? Fatima Rizwana. What was your question? Just post here. Yeah, you give that email address PBI.
This one?
Yes. Fatima, what is your question? You are also struggling to configure this. Anupama, stay here now. Give password if it is asking you to enter the password. Okay, Edric. Oh, click on it. Okay, Fatima, just why didn't you follow our steps? Give the password there. Nilesh, if you are already there, definitely, yeah, I forgot to make a note of this. I will show you how you can trigger APIs. Okay.
Yes, Abdul.
Wait, Anupama now. Now, what we are talking now, once this is done, you have to go to Power BI services. Go to Power
That.
BI services.
Okay.
Go to Power BI services. Then I don't show you where to find that Power BI services because I told too many times.
Is it? Now I can't
Yeah.
see that.
Where,
I'll close
what
this.
do you call? Oh, wait, array, don't close this. Don't close this. Where is Power BI services? What do you mean by Power BI services?
I don't know, Abdul. I have not come till there. The one which I'm doing, I just finished DAX. And summer. No, seriously, I'm telling. That's why I'm very this one. I'm trying to attend with great
No
this one.
worries. You probably you're not familiar with the terminology. No worries. You open this web page. You see app.powerbi.com, right? Open
Yes,
web page. Chrome. Where is the Chrome? Ha.
not the this
Yes.
one.
Open this.
Yeah.
Open karo na. Yes. Here you type app.powerbi.com. App.powerbi.com.
That only it is coming, right?
This is called a Power BI services.
Okay.
Okay, here you have to give email address, same email address and password.
Okay.
Fatima, you there? You can speak. I unmuted all. Anupama, you have to
Yeah,
give
yeah.
a email address,
Yes,
same
yes,
email
yes.
address.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Password, same password. Say yes. Kiran, are you there? Kiran F.
Mm.
Okay. Now you logged into this is called Power BI services. What do we call this?
Yeah, the one is the report server and the other is the Power BI services. No, report
No.
server you said which is internal.
Yeah.
And this,
So now what we call this environment?
you were
Power
saying
BI
Power BI
services.
services. Yes.
Services, right? When
Mm.
I say Power BI services, you have to log in or you have to come this
Sure.
environment. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect. Now you see top left corner there is Power BI and home. There is you see top left corner Power BI and
Yeah,
home. There are two
this
words.
one.
You click on it. You click on those three horizontal lines. Click on it. Yes. Okay. Now go to workspace. You come down here. You see here workspace is there. Last but not second. Yeah. Here you click on Edureka batch 16. You're not here. This is the first time you are coming to this environment.
Yes, because I missed 2 of your classes and recording also I'm not
Ah,
able to do. I'm practicing. I
ah,
just finished it till DAX, this one. But
oh my goodness. That's
yeah,
why
yeah.
you are, we have
And
a
I'm
much gap.
struggling and to see the screen, I'm very much okay.
That's okay.
Not bad.
That's okay. That's okay. So you close this cycle. There is a one guy going on cycle, right? Close this window, top
Which
right corner. You see the save password and all. Never and do you see? Don't you see this one? Top right corner.
mm,
Or it is only for me. Okay, I think it's
no, no, nothing for me. Nobody is
okay.
here running. Okay.
Okay.
It's
So
visible for me also, Abdul. That
uh,
password, username and password.
username and password and fellow is going on cycle bicycle. That's okay. Okay, you see there is a profile icon, top right corner, top right
Top.
corner. Here, this one, top right corner,
Mm,
top right. Where is right? There is a three dots going right, right to that
yeah.
left side. Yeah,
Ah, this one. No, this is sound check.
not this one, right? Here, top right corner, right. Where is your right hand? Right hand, right. Next to that, the three dots right. Next to that, three dots. Click on those three dots. Same. Next to that profile icon, the three dots going. Just give me a second. Can I take your screen access, system access? Let me give a try.
How come I am not seeing any 3 dots? Oh, this
Just
one you are
above
seeing.
create app. It's just, can you see that yellow one?
This one.
Beside that cycle app. I mean,
I don't have any cycle. No, mind my screen. Are
yeah,
you
just
very
just go,
funny?
just come down. Can you see three dots there?
This one, this is for the sound.
Some,
Abdul, you are able to see the 3 dots. I don't know.
Yeah, even I can see that cycle also.
Come on now. I have to go for eye checkup, man. Done.
Send webcam request keyboard, and yes, I'm requesting your access now. Can I get, yeah? Did you receive in now see this one. Now here you see manage gateways. So do you see steps now? Madam,
What did you click,
are
Abdul?
you there? So here here. You see here. This is the profile icon.
Rama, there was nothing to be seen, Abdul. Seriously. The dots were not seen. I don't know how you are able to see. Might be my glare is hitting that and I was not able to see. Anyways, leave it.
Okay, you see this one settings now.
Yes.
Now you see manage gateways.
Huh?
Settings manage.
Third one.
Here you have to
Okay.
click on this manage gateways. So whatever you created now just now with Anupama on-prem,
Mm.
you will see that here. I think I lost your control, your laptop control. So you will see
Oh,
there this Anupama on-premise, right?
I'll
You will
close this.
close this, close this.
Okay.
Okay, scroll down on premises here in this area. You see this one on premises, Anupama on
Yes.
premises. You see this one?
Uh,
No, you have to configure this. That means you just click on this. Let me click on this. Go to data sources or no worries. You can click on here. You see new button. Click on this new. Yeah, you can name whatever you have to pick your gateway where we have a Anupama on premises. Yeah, you see here. This is your gateway. You can name this source name as anything Anupama.
no, all a mistake. Because next time it might. Okay. ANUPAMA. That's it.
Anupama. Okay. So if you have SQL installed, you have to pick SQL Server from here.
Uh, your screen window is overriding my screen. So that clarity is more for you. For me, your screen clarity is more.
Okay. Here you say now your data is in SQL Server. Let us assume. Now come to your SQL Server. Here, this is a name you have to give in this
This one
place
is.
server. Okay, done. What is the database? So I think you have already configured database. If not, you have to configure. Let's say okay. Have you configured any database here?
No.
No, no.
Just check
So you
under
have
database. I've not done
no.
anything. If any
You don't. Okay.
default is coming, I'm not sure.
Now you have to configure here new database.
Some dummy database.
Yeah.
New
Create new
database.
database. Fatima, you there? Here. I'm giving one training database name. Okay. Now this is done where it is training. I have to refresh this to see it. You see training is now added. Now let's place some data here. Go to task, click on import data. Now in this, if you have the superstore data, right, you can
Yeah.
place the superstore data here.
The Excel I can give.
Yeah. Once this is done, you come back, you go to that place and give this database information there. Where did you place that? Uh,
It is, yeah.
if it is throwing any error, then you have to change version also. Let's wait here. In destination, you have to select SQL information. Okay, we are placing our table into this setup database. Click on next. Next, you have to repeat same steps. I am taking only one table here. You must select at least one table. Okay, no problem. Okay, click table. Yes. Hold on. Don't take these many. Don't take these many tables.
Why it takes time to load?
It
People
will take
order
some
is
extra time to load.
no, it's very
Okay.
small, no? Orders is the big one.
Okay, that's okay. Take. So now so you have to repeat same steps again to see the actual gateway functionalities. Click on next. Now finish. Now once this is done, go to this area. Here you have to give the database called training. Did we given same name there? Training. Here authentication, Windows authentications. Username is your this DB information. It's done. Let me see. This one, desktop username. You have to give this name and you have to give the password here. Okay, then simply click on create. Go scroll up. You will see successfully you have created gateway. Okay.
Okay.
Once done,
Okay.
what you have to do, I have given some homework, right? You have to do the same work. Is that clear?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, let's see Edurika guest.
Okay, Abdul. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Edurika guest,
Bye.
can I make you presenter?
Yes.
I don't know, we have a 3 or 4 guests. So I saw your email address. If it is you, then please share your screen. Or if not, let me know. Okay.
Yeah. Can you?
Yeah, I can see now. You show me your gateway
Yes.
first.
Yeah.
Show me your gateway.
I have done till here the same thing, everything. I have given the username, everything. The password I am giving is my laptop password.
Okay.
And none.
Could you scroll up a bit? Scroll up a bit. Okay, this is you configured perfectly. Local DB SQL Server. If you don't mind, could you go to SQL Server once? Just I want to cross verify. I'm sure you have done correctly. Okay. ठीक है. Go to Power BI services. Do you have same test database in your SQL?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead then. Test DB, perfect. Okay, give a try in same. Go to Power BI services. Now create it now. Create now. Click on create. Scroll up. Okay, wait. The on-prem data gateway service account failed to impersonate the user.
Maybe I should restart the laptop once this
Not,
got installed.
no, we don't really need to install our system, but you have taken same credentials, right? Same credentials.
Yeah, same credentials, everything.
Instead of Windows, could you just change to basic here in authentication? Take basic, give the same credentials. Your Rizwana and that something else you have, right? Click on create. Scroll up. Unable to create data source, invalid connection credentials. Okay, connection credentials. SQL Server. Okay, you can. Okay, alternate services. Okay, scroll down a bit. So probably we have to check your SQL Server information. So
You
because
mean
so far
this?
so good. Yeah, something is happening within this box, within this dialog box. Okay, are you sure that you have a right password, Windows password giving there?
Yeah, yes. That's my laptop password. That's the only password I have here. There's a new laptop also.
Okay, and it's a very small password also.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you give a try.
So yeah,
I
let
don't see
me
any
check.
big issues here. You can restart it and
Mm-hmm.
give it try once again. And there
Mm-hmm.
was another query. There was a different error. You got it right. Impersonate and all. You just do
Yeah.
a copy paste here. I will just Google it and I will try to find out the exact root cause.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah. And what else, guys? Deepa.
Abdul,
Yeah, hi. You had a question,
Abdul,
right?
yes, actually, I was like looking for a job. So can we get some interview question answers, like wherein it would be easy? This because this is quite technical.
Okay, I will tell you, Deepa, to be honest. How many years of experience you have? Are you fresher or you have already experience?
I don't have experience in this Power BI. I'm working as digital marketer. I'm into advertisement, digital strategist, like senior digital marketing strategist.
Okay, how many years of
So
experience you have?
I have around 3.5 years of experience in
Okay.
Amazon, Google, Facebook ads and all.
Okay, that's enough. So you have a 3 years of experience, but it's in a different domain. Now you want to move to this domain, right? So again, still people will consider as a you have a 1 or 2 years of experience. Probably what you can do, instead of showing your previous experience, you can place previous experience as it is, but you can change your roles and responsibilities. You can show them as you already working into the Power BI domain.
Yes,
Okay, you
yes,
can
I
pick
can
your
show them.
CV. Okay, that is
Okay.
point number one. Point number two is in Edureka also, in website, if you go to Edureka website, they have
Mhm.
given almost more than 50 question and answers regarding Power BI. Those
Okay.
questions repeated in interview only. So
Okay.
most of them you already know because we covered most of them in our sessions.
Hmm.
Okay, and third area where you have to focus only at DAX level. They will ask you how you are writing DAX functions. Within
That's
DAX
queries,
only,
right?
what they will more DAX queries. Within DAX, they will more interest to see context, sumx functions. They will put you questions around those context and sumx. Getting? So if you are familiar with context, sumx, and calculated, 50% is done. Again, they're gonna ask you some other queries regarding normal DAX functions, date related stuff. Okay, and related table for that's it. They will ask you very basic questions.
Hmm.
So they will never ask you how you can implement this report server. They won't ask you.
Okay.
Eureka built a syllabus in such a way that you can go to basic to advanced level.
Yes,
Getting?
I could see
And
that.
as I said yesterday also, yeah, yesterday also I said same thing. No one asks you to implement report server on first day. They will not expect you. In the same way, no one will expect you to configure gateways.
Okay.
Yesterday also I said the same thing. There is a key difference between juniors and seniors. They will not
Okay.
reveal this secret. They will feel that it's a secret of Power BI. Configuring gateways is a secret they will feel. So seniors will not help you to configure gateways and they will not give you the task, by the way.
Okay.
They will feel that it's a key secret. So so don't worry. So if you're clear with DAX and visuals, that's pretty much enough. Or you can give a try at Power BI services. You can explore all the options, how you can set
Okay.
row level security, how you can refresh the report. That's pretty much enough to crack your interview.
Okay. 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 Thank you. So yeah, asked me to focus more on DAX expressions like count, sum.
All right, that pretty much is the most important for your experience.
Okay, for DAX
Okay,
expressions, right? I'll just make a note of it. So,
and
so
DAX
wherein
expressions.
I'll
Sure.
take that.
Hey, that's okay, no worries. And
Abdul,
what else, guys?
Thank
Is
you.
Abdul,
it Raju
it's
or
Rashmant.
Reshmant? Huh?
It's Rashmant.
Reshmant, yes, bro.
Yeah, actually, I was creating the gateway, but like I created the gateway. After that, when I was creating the data source, there are like some skip.
I make you presenter.
Abdul, is it visible?
It's now visible.
Yeah, actually, I created it, but I the privacy level I set to organizational and created it, so I deleted it. Should we tick any of these, or should I leave it
No, we don't.
like that?
No, we don't click on anything. You just click on create.
Okay.
You scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. We'll see
Yeah.
if you receive any error. Unable to create data source. Username to include domain. Please use the format user. Don't okay. Go to your SQL server.
Yeah.
Okay. Click on this connect. Let me take control. Click on left, that left, right, left, left. There is a call connect, right?
Yeah. Nice.
You see, this is a username. Desktop
Yeah. Okay.
hyphen
So
IC. So you have to
yeah,
give
yeah, yeah.
this name.
I got
Probably it's already there. You see a server name. This is already it's there most of the time. You just copy this,
yeah,
go there
yeah.
and
I've
give
given.
username as it is.
Yeah. Okay. But before
Go there.
when I created with that organizational thing, I got it.
Okay. Now you got it. You have to give this name, username desktop hyphen i6crqse slash hp.
Yeah.
Here you have giving username. No, sorry. Paste it. I think we already copied it. You can say control V. Control V. Yeah. Here
Slash.
backslash hp. Wait. hp. hp. Yeah. Is this the password of your Windows system?
Yeah. Yeah. It's the password.
Okay. Click on create. That's it.
Yeah.
You see
Okay.
now. Job is done.
That's it.
Scroll up.
Okay.
Scroll up. To verify. Okay. Done. It's done. No worries.
Okay. That's the thing.
That's it. Very minor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Raju,
the
do you
thing.
have
But
any? Yeah.
I. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Raju, do you have any queries? No. Thank you, Rahul and Edureka guest, Kiran, Ghosh. Thank you so much. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay. Rizwana, you there? Even I have a break for 2 years as I have moved from Singapore to Dubai. So I need to join back to work. I have vacancy and year experience previously for years. So I need to do certificate or to fill out the gap. So how do I prepare for BS certification? Clear it. Please guide me and to provide notes if you have. Thanks a lot, Abdul. You there already? Are you there?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. So see, uh,
Mm.
Rizwana, I will tell you, Rizwana, one
Uh,
thing.
mm.
Certification is not really needed. This
Okay.
okay. Yeah, you
Mm.
can make a note because even I'm also certified in data analysis.
Mm.
I'm Microsoft certified in Power BI. But in real time, no one will ask you to show your certification. They're more
Okay.
interested to see your technical skills.
Okay.
Only technical skills they will say. So it will
Mm.
add one plus advantage to have your certification, but it's not really needed. Point number one. And to
Okay.
have a break for 2 years, right? You can nowadays people are getting hired even though they have a break also for probably you can tell them that okay, you became a housewife for 2 years. Okay, you have to take care of
Mm.
your children, or if you are already married. Okay, or you can say you are moving here and there for other family reasons. So
Mm.
that's okay. It's not a big challenge. And
But
when it comes
I
to
could see, but I could see that's always they asking for 2 to 3 years at least experience. So
you are already
that's
having a 5 years experience, right?
yeah, yeah. That's no in the Power BI, especially in Power BI. What are the openings? If I see, they are asking only 2 to 3 years at least experience in Power BI.
You
So
can
without
see after
experience,
this class, you can say you worked for 2 years in Power BI. So you can say you already worked.
mm.
Yeah, that's how things work, madam.
Oh, so you
Now
are
if you
telling
see
that uh,
market is, if you see market, people are expecting 10 years of experience in Azure and cloud.
mm,
But
mm, mm.
to be honest, these cloud platforms recently comes up, probably just 3 years before it's come into the picture. But they are
Mm.
asking 10 years of experience. How we can get 10 years of experience in cloud? That is started only 3 years before. Yes or no?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
all
yeah.
everywhere is jugad, 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 jugad. Only thing is you need to have a proper skill to crack the interview. Okay, you can
Okay.
simply modify your CV and say, yes, I worked on Power BI. Even you can say I worked in Tableau also. Just by
Mm,
had few interview questions, queries. That's it.
mm, okay.
No rocket science. And even you are now, I think you are immediately joining, right? You can join at any time. Yes or no?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
That's it. They are more interested to hire new, what do you call it? Immediate joinees.
Okay.
You can place
Fine.
your profile in Naukri. See how many calls you will get.
So you mean to say that the DAX functions which you have put in the this one, right? Around some 20 functions. So if I work it, I'll get a more knowledge, like little
More
practice, more
knowledge. I'm
practice.
going. Yeah, yeah. I'm going to place more DAX sections there in next 2 days.
Okay.
And
Sure.
again in
Mm,
this, and even those DAX set, you don't need to refer all DAX functions.
mm,
Only
mm,
few important DAX functions: sumx, countex, calculated, what is filter, and what is date. Okay, something like
mm.
this.
Okay.
Major 10 functions are there. People just roaming here and there around these 10 DAX functions. That's it. And they will ask you few questions on Power BI services, how you will
Mm,
place, how you create workspaces, how you will
mm, mm.
define row level securities. Okay, and
Okay.
which will take in which scenario. That's it. It's very
Okay.
easy.
Fine.
Power BI is a very easy when you compare with Tableau. Even for
Okay.
technical guy also, you will not have a scope to ask you very critical questions.
Mm, mm. Okay.
But if you see the Tableau, it's a very challenging in terms of cracking interview.
Okay.
Okay. Yes,
Fine.
Rahul ji. Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Well, yeah, sure. Rahul.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Rahul.
Yeah, hi. Sorry
So
to disturb
Rahul,
again. Yeah,
that's okay. So I have seen your file. Let me
yeah.
go to that Google Drive. Oh,
Actually, this
sorry.
is our management file. Uh,
Could you show? Yeah, I saw it. What exactly you're trying to achieve there? No,
Actually, I want
I
to
opened. Yeah.
create a visual for a budget versus actual and show to variance report. Like
Okay. So
this
for that,
report in
what
Excel,
I saw, see, I saw your report, Excel report. There are too many rows
yeah,
and too many columns. Okay. Every
yeah,
row talking about different parameters. In order to bring that
right,
structure in our Power BI desktop, so you have to change structure of data.
right,
Getting, you have to fine tune the structure
right.
of data. Then you can bring data into Power BI environment. Then you can use tree map, not tree map. Here we have one visual. Just to give me a second. Which one this?
Actually, I'm stuck at prepare an import file
Yeah, you
for
can show waterfall charts there. So that will show if there is a variance in profit. Okay, it will show in red color, and it will indicate to down arrow. It will show the down. It will go downwards. Okay,
okay.
waterfall report you can show on top of your data. Okay, what else we
Any
have?
file, sample file
Sorry.
for them. We have some file sample, create an
No,
import file.
only thing is, Rahul, only
Yeah,
challenge is what I see. You have to change the data which suits the visual. I saw your uh, Excel workbook, but
okay,
I can't able to share my screen because I can share my screen, but I need to log into my Gmail account. Now I'm using this laptop with admin access, with admin credentials.
okay,
You
okay.
see now, or else
Yeah.
even you can share your screen if you want to show. But I
Can
have
I
seen
share?
already. You have to share. You can share your screen. I will tell you where is the challenge.
Yeah. Can you
Let me make you presenter.
give me permission?
Attendance. Where is the questions? Hmm. Yeah, I made you presenter now.
Sir, are you able to see?
No, it's still loading.
Here. Now?
Yeah, it's there now. Just give me a second. Let me extract some information. This. Just hold on. Nilesh, could you? Ha. Sorry.
Yeah. For example, like this order
Now, yeah.
intake, and
Mm-hmm.
here is some data comparison, and this is variance. This sign is
Now
comparison for this.
that is a variance, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying now, open one new sheet. Open one new sheet. New sheet. This is a new sheet, right? Okay, go back to that. You copy this actual April and budget April. Those headers you copy and place in B. Copy these two. Okay, paste here. Okay, now come back, go back to here. What do you want to take? Order intake. What number
Yeah.
you want to show? Whatever
This
you want
both.
to see. Yeah. Copy, copy order intake. Yes. Okay. Next in D column you write a. So you have to bring your data in this form without any gap between rows. Click the you can say minus. You have to do very what do you call it? You want to see the variance right between these two.
Yeah.
This minus that.
Yeah.
Okay. Now what
Yeah.
you want to show in your graph? How you want to show?
So, for example, can I import this file?
Huh? You. It's up to you. Now you just draw what how you want to have a visual. You just imaginary view. That's sufficient. Okay. Import
Yeah.
it.
I just want to share like red mark, minus is a red mark, and plus is a green mark.
Okay. कहाँ है वो? अच्छा.
Yes. Sir.
Now you pick this waterfall chart here. First column, third one. Here, third row first.
Yeah.
Copy this. Click on it.
Yeah.
Now add actual budgets and add categories. It won't help you there.
Actual.
You add actual and budget. Let's see what will happen. Let's give it a try. Bring actuals into axis, not in tooltip. Not in tooltip. You bring this budget April into breakdown or into categories.
You
Now
mean
you placed your no, now you placed no. Go back. Go back. Where did you place in tooltip? You have placed budget, right? Remove
yeah.
from there. Remove it. Wait. Let me take control. So this is your budget and this is your actual.
Actual, yeah,
Okay. Now we want to see show the variance.
yeah.
Variance in the sense difference between these two.
These two, and the minus is red, and if possible, we color.
Okay.
Is this here is two green and red visual column third last,
This one,
fourth down, column
this
4
one,
and last, column
one,
4.
two, three, four. This one.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a KPI. You can pass only single
Oh, oh,
measure here.
sorry,
Okay.
sorry.
Yes, sir. So you have to play around this.
Okay.
If you have, okay, this gives some idea. Let's see. Now you will see, right? Now if you
Yeah,
have some other values, let's open. Where is Excel? That Excel.
yeah. Here is sample.
You open that Excel workbook. Yeah, open that Excel workbook. Okay, let's copy this. You see now
Yeah,
something is changing. So you have to define x-axis. You have to bring this x-axis also. That means your other order intake and all blah 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 everything from
yeah.
your. We have seen we have taken only one order intake something like that, right? So you have to
Right.
place that in column A. Anyway, you have actuals and budget, and you
Budget.
have the you have variance also. So if you draw this, you will see this line going up and down. So
Right.
again, what you're asking to show in a this should be in,
Uh, Amount or can I, if you don't mind, can I show one file? Here
yeah.
is
You
some
show me that
sample.
file. Yeah.
Yeah. here just I input our data like this, red and blue. So
This is nothing but your chart only, right? This column chart.
yeah,
Click on this. Wait. Well, let me show. We'll do reverse engineering from where he got this. You want to have same kind of structure?
yeah, here we just prepare.
Now we'll let me see from where did he get.
Yeah,
Hold on. Yeah, you see this one variance chart.
actually,
This is
yeah,
coming from this variance chart he has taken from app source. Getting app source here.
yes.
This so if you go there, you will get this chart.
Actually, but when I close this file, this
Mm,
visual are removed from automatically.
no, this file you have to import. Now you see you are not logged in with any credentials. So I have
Yeah.
given you credentials, right? So if you log in with that credentials, go to this, get more visuals. So pick this chart from there.
Okay,
This is the variance chart. So once you have this, right, you see here what he
right.
did. Here also he had in primary values, he placed actuals. In comparison, he placed budget. In tooltip, he placed variance.
Variance,
Okay, he's nowhere is placing showing variance. If you hover the mouse, then he will see the variance.
variance,
Okay, once
right.
this is done, I think he might have done some conditional formatting on top of this, I guess. What is this check? Huh. You have to see what is this check.
Yeah, this is what I input.
Check is nothing but your information, your dimensions.
Yeah,
So this built by whom?
this sheet one by me, and this is our company format.
Okay, so you have to
Except
pick this. Yeah, this visual.
okay,
Once you
fine.
pick this visual, then it's easy for you again. Let's see whether he had any conditional formatting on this. I don't think so. No conditional formatting. No conditional formatting here. So that means this red and blue, right? By default, it's coming from this chart.
This chart, okay.
So yeah, you don't need to bother about how this is turning into green and red color.
Automatically it will done.
Automatically it's coming from app source. Okay.
Right, right.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Good night.
Good night, sir. Thank you.